Or it seemed like early on you guys were kind of in a good rhythm, getting the looks you wanted, and they just weren't falling one after another, and that seeped into maybe the defense or the energy a little bit. Where did you see things kind of turn?
Yeah, shots wasn't falling. We were getting great looks. They hit a lot of tough shots, and those tough shots gave those guys a lot of confidence and energy, and we was playing catch-up after that the whole night.
I mean, you were really driving and kicking hard and creating a lot of open looks, and almost all of them didn't go down. How hard is it to sustain that level of trying to create, especially when you see the shots aren't working? How do you try to keep going through that?
I mean, it's not hard. You just got to keep doing it. We're not perfect. We're human. There's gonna be games where we don't make shots. And there's gonna be games where you make shots. Tonight they made shots. They made a lot of them. So you tip your hat off to those guys, man. They came out, and for us, we gotta understand we're gonna get everybody's best game, and everything's gonna be heightened for those guys. Everything that they do is gonna be a little bit more with a little more pop than usual. So you tip your hat up to those guys, but that's exactly what it is. You just gotta continue to go. I can't just because my teammates are missing a shot, I can't stop driving, stop attacking, and stop finding my guys. I gotta continue to do it so they can see shots going in.
You've had some battles against Kristaps Porzingis. Is this the best though you've seen him play?
Yeah, I mean it was the best. It was the best. He was the best he played. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. He's 7'3". Shot over the top of us. And a lot of those battles, he missed those shots. Tonight he didn't. So, you tip your hat off to him. As a 7'3" guy, you can't teach that. There's nothing you can teach. There's nothing you can do to prepare for it. There's nothing you can train to be 7'3". You're 7'3", and you got to use that. And that's what he did. He did exactly what he's supposed to do tonight.
Fall a little bit further back, Milwaukee after this in the 1 seed race. How concerning is that to you? And I know you want to play good going into the playoffs, but that's going to be a tough lead to surmount with 6 games left.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think nobody worries, about where they place. The playoffs is what matters. You still got to go out there and play and win. So, wherever we place, that's where we at, and we'll deal with it. So, but for us, we want to be able to go into the playoffs, playing the right basketball. So we got to finish through these last 6 games with that mindset, not thinking anywhere farther than where we need to think the next game. We got a game against Milwaukee Thursday. That's next in front of us, and that's what we got to prepare for.
Joe said, he kind of chalked it up. He said, hey, in the NBA, there's nights like this. Having said that, there's only 6 left. If a night like this happens in January, it's pretty easy to forget. How much does the point in the season and the playoffs being here matter?
I mean, it happens. I don't care if it's the first game of the season or the last game of the season. It's the NBA. You got 30 teams, 450 players who are the best at what they do, and they're in here for a reason. So sometimes we forget that the other 4 guys or other 14 or 13 guys on the court are good just because you got 2 players who or 1 or 3 or maybe more players who are getting more attention. Don't forget those guys that's not in that spotlight, that's not been featured when they're playing. They're still NBA players. They're still pros, and they're still one of the best in the world to do it. So it can happen anytime to anybody.
I mean, playoffs, you're supposed to know that these guys are going to be good every single night. But when you this has happened a few times. You guys have talked about this a few times. What concern do you have about being able to not forget? You got to be up for every single game when you guys get to the postseason.
Just for us, it's really just being comfortable with doing the little things. Those things that are very tedious, the things that are very annoying. Where you're like, dang, such as driving the ball, even though you're not making shots. We got to continue to focus on those and do those and enjoy doing those because those little things are going to add up to help us win.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you, guys.